years after my mother quit smoking, this time for the last time, I found out that she had smoked while pregnant with me. No explanation was offered other than everybody was doing it or nobody knew any better. Excuses that had never successfully gotten me out of trouble as a child. See, I knew that she had quit smoking maybe for the 10th time while pregnant with my older sister, so why was I any different? Or was this in fact the explanation for why I was different? 2 months premature, underdeveloped lungs, lack of muscle memory, stunted growth, life choked. By the age of 6, I was diagnosed with asthma, allergy-induced, exercise-induced, sleep-induced, anxiety-produced, medications overused. Most of my symptoms, well, they disappeared by my teens. See, 4 years after my last asthma attack, my mother quit smoking, almost for the last time. But the lure of nicotine seemed to be magnified by the stress of moving houses, or maybe it was my father's chemotherapy, so I don't blame her for giving in. It is not this cigarette, its number by now surely in the millions, that I begrudge her. You see, I smoked my first cigarette at the age of 22. But though my brain had forgotten where we came from, my lungs were able to taste the residue of bad decisions and ignorance, of tar and nicotine, of high blood pressure and coronary artery disease, of 5 blockages stinted in double bypass surgery. See, 5 years after my mother quit smoking, this time, for the last time, she had her first heart attack. 2 years and 3 hospitalizations later led to the open heart surgery. See, this disease of the heart has stalked my mother through generations of family history, to the taste of tar-blackened victory when she smoked her first cigarette at the age of 11. Eventually, it will kill her. As the cardiac surgeon explained, there are only so many veins that doctors can harvest from her body before her options run out. And as I sat in that hospital waiting room, holding my father's hand, knowing that just down the hall, another man's hands were holding my mother's heart, I wondered if the iodine residue on her skin had been intentionally Marlboro orange, or if her breast milk had been my first introduction to the taste of regret, or if cigarettes will always smell just a little bit like home. You see, I don't want to blame her for this unpredictable mixture of genetic predisposition and smoking that has led to the scar down the middle of her chest from where it has been cracked open. All I know is this: my mother's body is a harvest, and I am just her most fragile fruit.